It is December 22nd, 2020, Wednesday, and we're in Hilo on the big island of Hawaii, at Coconut Island. And I just wanted to catch a view of the downtown Hilo, just across Hilo Bay, just as the sun begins to set. Sort of a really beautiful view. It's probably about 75 degrees. Probably about 75 degrees out. I just finished going for a swim for a few hours. The water is warm. I could jump back in right now and be okay. And here's just a shot of some of the apartments and hotels that are just right on the water. There's a structure where kids usually jump off into the water. But yeah, it's really calm. It's really calm. Let me see if I can get over to this side of the water before it gets too dark. Oh wow, it's misty. Really hard to see the ocean. But this is probably where I'll come for New Year's. As long as they don't close things down due to current events. They're supposed to have fireworks right here. Right by Coconut Island, and it should be a nice place to be able to just chill and even do some night swimming. That's something I've still kind of been getting used to. Let me grab my boogie board. Is swimming when it's dark out. That's ultimately what I'm going to need to get is a good flashlight. The waters by Coconut Island are relatively peaceful, which I like. There's not so many rocks. As long as you jump in to a section that already clearly does not have a bunch of rocks sticking up out of it, then you're pretty safe to kind of jump in and swim a good ways out without hitting any rocks. But again, on the Hilo side of the big island, there are much more rocky beaches than there are sandy beaches, and by that I mean that you can swim a good ways out and then suddenly come upon a wall of like very very high rocks, or very shallow rocks. So you kind of have to be careful, because it can throw you off. It can throw you off if you are expecting there to be nothing under you, and then out of nowhere there's something. But other than that, the water's peaceful. The tide seems to kind of push you inward, like back towards the shore, rather than another beach I went to a little ways up the shore, called Richardson, where the tide actually pulls you out, which can be a little bit daunting, especially if you are not aware where there are going to be walls of rocks underwater. You can sort of get pulled out from a kind of safe zone to a zone that's full of like kind of rocks like deep in the water, and have to figure out how to navigate and swim around them. In general, the water is about, I want to say, when you turn your tap, you turn on the tap water and put it right to the middle. I would say it's like right around there. Let me see if I can just go and get a view from the bridge just as the sun finishes going down past the mountains. From this side of the island, you're not really able to see any of the I don't think you're really able to see any of the effects from the volcano that just erupted, Kilauea volcano. A lot of people have been going to the actual volcano to observe, but some people have actually been going up Mauna Kea, which is a dormant volcano that is up this way. It's up yonder in this direction, even though there's clouds and sort of fog right now. And from there you can look down and see Kilauea. You could probably see like some of the lava in the distance. Beautiful evening. I'm surprised people don't barbecue in this park. Probably, probably because of current events. There are not really any big gatherings right now. It looks like the sky is clear. I believe that's still Saturn, just right up next to the moon. I don't know what happened to Jupiter, but there had been an alignment. But even though the sky is clear, just based on my experience so far being out here for the past 6 weeks, we are in the middle of winter slash rainy season, November, December, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is raining within an hour, even though there are no clouds in the sky. Just wanted to get one more evening shot from across the bay at downtown Hilo. All the shops and restaurants are down there, and looking forward to checking them out one by one. And the weather's great for anyone who is someplace cold right now, for anyone who's shoveling snow. For anyone thinking about transplanting, I would say that if you have a job where you can work remote, then you're definitely good. I've actually already met at least one or two people here that work remote, who transplanted here. I actually met someone whose wife was a teacher, not a public school teacher, but some sort of teacher out in New York. But since her job became remote, they moved to Hawaii. As for me, I was between jobs, and I picked up a job. I was lucky enough to pick up a job at like a local store chain that had a branch out here. And so it had already been a rough year with everything, and I decided to transfer out here, just off of an in between job, like doing retail. Not making much. Still kind of in the process of looking for like a permanent long-time position. And I will say it's definitely harder on the Big Island. I work in technology, and I've been lucky enough to find a small job here, but haven't found anything. Haven't found anything too substantial yet. All the job opportunities, the main ones are on Oahu. They're on the main island, which is Oahu, the one where everyone goes to vacation. And what I will say is that it's way more expensive to live there. It is way cheaper to live here. You can find rents on the Big Island anywhere from the $350 range to $650 range. Up to about 1,000, whereas on Oahu you're starting out at a rent in the $1,600 range for just one bedroom. So here, even with a very simple job, you can support yourself. Even with a job that doesn't pay too much, you can support yourself easily. But we'll see how things go. I may just try to save up and then just apply to more jobs on Oahu, or even maybe transfer to Oahu, and 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 get just a full-time salary position there, and see if I can make it there. Otherwise, I'll probably try to find a remote position so that I can have a chance to at least get a chance to live on different parts of the Big Island, and maybe even check out some of the other islands if I have a chance. Which I expect to be able to. But yeah, beautiful view, great weather as we approach Christmas, and I'm going to wrap it up there for December 22nd, Wednesday, Hilo Bay.